recommend everyone go to Brazil at least once especially Rio,
Rio,
to
yeah.
experience a little bit of the origins of Brazilian
Kevin,
Jiu-Jitsu.
he's been going to Sao Paulo, but I was like, you got to go to Rio
Yeah,
to really experience that.
yeah,
That Copacabana, you gotta, walk
Yeah.
the beaches, understand.
yeah. And you'll feel it.
Understand.
I think if you just walk the streets of Copacabana for a few days, you'll be like, I think I'm starting to get the Copacabana in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
Yeah, playing beach volleyball, acai, coconut water,
All of that, and the relaxed manners. If you're 5 minutes late, no one's losing their mind. It's perfectly normal. Now, this is when people ask me all the time: are you more American or Brazilian? It depends. It depends. When it comes to having fun, I'm Brazilian. I like Brazilian way of doing things. But when it comes to working and business, like I don't like to show. I hate being late. I hate people being late. I try to be more structured about my life and be responsible. But it's difficult to balance these things because the Brazilian philosophy is, and again, I'm generalizing, but they have fun first, work second. First, you have fun. Priority is having a good time, and you can worry about work later. Whereas, most people in the U.S. or most people of European descent will go work first. When you're done working, now you can have fun. And Brazilians have always prioritized fun, and I've always been critical of that. But I see some of my friends who have lived like that, and maybe they don't own a house, maybe they're broke, but I think they live a happier life than most of us.
Man,
because
I remember
they know how to enjoy life.
when I first went to Brazil. I was in Rio, and these guys, there were like 10 people in a room, and they were so happy. It was something that I never forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, they're just so happy to be doing
Always happy.
whatever. I mean,
Always
they're in
happy.
paradise, but like it's.
No, in the slums. You go up
Yeah.
to Cantagalo.
Yeah, yeah.
And the happiest people I've ever seen in my life were at the Cantagalo. You get used to little kids running around with guns. The first time you see it, but after a while, you see a 13-year-old with a handgun running up down the street. You're like, oh, it's just, it's like he's carrying a soccer ball or something. You get used to it. But the one thing that stood out to me was the energy there was very, very high. These people are like, they're living in shacks. They don't have like proper electricity. There's no infrastructure. It's a mess. It's dirty. It stinks. But they're happy. And I mean that. You have to go there to see what I'm saying. They're happy people. It's just like they live with very little. But I think because they have no expectations of being a doctor, of being rich, of owning property on the water, like they don't have these dreams. Their dream is to live in the moment. So they live in the moment. They know, and they do it very well. It's music, beer, they grill, they eat well. Whatever money they make, they spend on living well. There's no like, oh, I'm going to save money for tomorrow. Like, there's no tomorrow, And I don't live my life that way, Alberto. But I do think there's some wisdom to that.
Definitely.